YouTube crew, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. Now today we're talking about what is the best secondary if you don't want to go overkill. Look, everybody talks about what the best SMGs are, but what happens if you don't want to go overkill? What happens if you're in a situation where it makes more sense to run a different perk 2? What secondary should you be running? So as always, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed down below. Let's see who's made it this far and go hashtag AMP63 in the comments for the algorithm, and let's get into it. Okay, let me jump into the AMP63, which in my opinion is the best secondary that you can run if you don't want to go overkill. Then I'm going to tell you why I like it so much, some of the pros and cons, while rolling a 22 kill win that I had with it. So first up, this is going to be your pretty standard SMG build. We have Agency Suppressor for the damage range and the sound suppression. Then we go to Task Force, which again gives us that damage range, but more importantly here, that strafe speed for those close quarters engagements. Then we go to Tiger Team Spotlight for the movement speed. This allows us to move quicker around the map. Then we drop down to our magazine, which is the 30-round fast mag. This is where you can run one of two attachments. Now, with a normal SMG here, we would put a stock on it, but the stock is dual wield. Do not run the dual wield for this one. So you can run an optic if you want, throw on that Microflex LED. Makes it a little bit easier to use in terms of having better accuracy, but ultimately I opt for the Serpent Wrap, which gives me a little bit better ADS time. So that's the build that I'm running for the AMP63. Now let's get into why I like it so much in this gameplay. So again, in my opinion, this is the best option if you don't want to run overkill. If you would prefer to go ghost with your first loadout, maybe you would prefer to go high alert because of the dead silence counter and kind of the notification about if somebody's looking at you. There's really 4 options for that perk 2 slot besides overkill. It's ghost, tempered, high alert, and restock if you want to run restock with stuns or semtex, whatever it may be. So we're really looking at what is the best secondary, and we have a few different options here. We have the M19 Akimbos, we have the AMP63, we have the Diamatti and the Psychov. And what I loved about the AMP is that it is an automatic weapon. Your movement speed is still really good. It's pretty easy to use. It's pretty easy to hit shots. You know, the M19 Akimbos are great, but they are single fire. And you know what? I just didn't love them in terms of my movement. I didn't love them using auto tac sprint. I would get caught in situations where I wasn't able to shoot them. So I don't love the M19 Akimbos for that reason, even though they have a very good TTK. Now, the Psychov pistol, again, similar to the AMP, the Psychov is an automatic gun. It basically has a large mag, but you are so slow with the Psychov. So again, going back to the AMP, it kind of has that balance of movement speed and the automatic aspect to it, which is why I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Now, look, here's what I'm saying. These are not going to be the best guns ever compared to a normal SMG with overkill, but that is what you are sacrificing to not go overkill. You know, if you do go overkill, you get the benefit of the Cold War MP5, the OTS-9, the PPSH, but ultimately we're looking at either A, you're choosing to go with a different perk 2, or B, you're in a situation where it makes more sense to, whether it's late game and tempered makes more sense, or again, maybe you want to go high alert. So ultimately, we are taking a little bit of a sacrifice in terms of our secondary to ultimately get the benefit of whatever that different perk 2 is. Now, I'm not going to do a full damage profile breakdown of the AMP63, but I want to give you a quick stat that shows that it is viable and it does compete against other top SMGs, especially when you factor in things like anticipation, getting that first shot, and getting players down and thirsty before they have an opportunity to shoot back, quote unquote, why my enemies don't shoot back. So, to get the competitive TTK with the AMP63, what we need is 4 chest shots or 2 headshots. And when we do that, here's your comparison. It compares to hitting 1 headshot with the bullfrog, which we know the bullfrog is a heavy headshot multiplier, and you need the headshot to compete. So it really has a faster TTK than 1 headshot with the bullfrog. It has a faster TTK than hitting no headshots with the PPSH or the Mac10, which is very common for people to do. So in a 50-50 situation, if you hit 4 chests or 2 headshots, it competes with those and you will get the down faster. And last up, it competes with the Mac10 pretty much all the way around. So it does compete with these top SMGs. I hope you enjoy the rest of the gameplay here. As I said, we are picking up a 22 kill win. And as I always say, let's get better today and I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you. I'm about to get off. I'm in animation. I'm Daddy Mikey. What? So weird. down.
There's one down, one
To your
more.
left. Down right to your left.
Other guy's floating way out and about. Other guy's across to your right. I just don't know where.
Another one.
Oh my god, no.
We got 3 teams. You're gonna have a team down here.
There's a team to our left out in tents. I think he's pushing it. They're pushing it. No?
Get out of my window.
They're in there, they're in there. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We absolutely fried that lobby, dropping 22, but more importantly, we dropped 52 kills as a team. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.